I'm starting recording. The first thing, or the last thing you just said was ridiculous because yesterday I was watching para ice hockey, sled hockey, whatever it's called, Great Britain versus Canada in Norway. You were on the telly, I saw you, and now you're in Wigan. What's the motivation to want to do all this stuff?
Yeah, it's been a crazy 24 hours, and will continue to be another crazy 24 hours after this. The motivation is, I've got muscular dystrophy, so it's a progressive condition, and I've got to do as much as I can while I can, and if that means cramming in 2 internationals in the same weekend, then let's try and do it.
Can't be many people who play 2 different sports in the space of 24 hours in 2 different countries. It's a strange thing. It's a strange thing, but it's a great achievement on top of everything.
Oh yeah, I'm incredibly proud. It's outrageous to have done it across 24 hours in 2 different countries. And early hours in the morning, I'll be flying back to Norway to rejoin the girls and finish the World Challenge. And super excited for that.
What do your teammates there make of this? Because you were with them yesterday, and then you disappeared.
I know there was a long time when I saw the clash come up in the calendar. There was a long time I was like, I can't leave my team halfway through, a World Champs to go and, I felt really selfish, and morally I really struggled with the idea. And then eventually I just asked my teammates, I was like, look, this is what the opportunity is. We've got the future of England women's game, the BBC gig to commentate the men's game. Don't let Martin hear me call it that, the open game. And every single person on my team was like, we will be mad at you if you don't do this. So really grateful for their support, for the guys at Rugby's support. I couldn't do it without everyone.
I'm hoping they're all watching somehow legally back in Norway to hear you perform.
Fingers crossed, although I think they play. They're currently playing USA right now, so I think they might be a little bit busy. But hopefully they did tune in. Maybe we'll watch it back tomorrow.
How important was the all women's game this lunch? Because it is another new facet in rugby.
Yeah, it's huge. We've had a few training sessions of the women's, and we built such an incredible community. It was so great to see so many women kind of come and join in, and I think the growth of the players to see from that first session we had to the game today just shows how much more comfortable they are. They can. It's a bit more of a level playing field, but each and every one of them also prefers playing in a mixed team. So I think it's incredible to have that balance and to have that choice. It's really important.
That is the thing. This is not women only have to play with women now. It's still open at the top.
Yeah, which is so important, especially for our non-binary friends, as well. So it's important to keep the open category in the Super League and internationally, but also it's great to have these pathways and these choices to play women only as well.
What did you make of the England performance this afternoon?
Outrageous, yeah, just bread and butter rugby. There was times where they ran the same play again and again. I was like, why are France not stopping this? We can see this from the comms box, like why are they not? But definitely, it's interesting to see Cyril's new regime, to not have Jeremy on, that was a shock. Arno Vargas missing from the squad, Cotadoro not in there. Yeah, it's interesting to see what France are doing. I think they'll be keeping their cards close to their chest, ready for the repeat fixture, and that's exciting.
When you can't play anymore, if you wanted to go into something like coaching, or is there another path mapped out?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? I'm not sure. I really hope I've got one more season in me. Whether my family agree with that decision will be another question. But fingers crossed there's fantastic opportunities after that. Yeah, coaching, either in the women's game, the mixed game, or grateful for the media opportunities that I've got off the back of rugby so far as well. So
I think this is the thing. I used to be annoyed that you play 4 or 5 international sports, but now you're doing the media stuff as well. It's like, that's the only thing I can do is speak, and now you can do everything.
I'm greedy.
Which sport are you going to miss the most?
Probably rugby. Because, I played running rugby as a kid, and I played at the same club as Mason. We're trying to dig out our photos from minis rugby to see if we... and to be able to talk to my brothers about rugby again, and to be able to chuck a ball about, and to the big hits. We all love the big hits. I absolutely love the big hits.
Proud of Mason's performance and coming on.
Ridiculously proud. It's so hard to stay impartial in the box. I was like, I'm so proud of him. And I was looking over at his dad. I was getting emotional. 2 tries on a debut. You cannot do any better than that, surely.
So who are you playing next then? What's the next game for you in Norway?
Next game is tomorrow, 1:30 against Pacific. So it's great to see Korea and Australia coming through on a similar journey to I guess Women's Rugby League here. We want the countries to put the sport in. So Pacific at 1:30 tomorrow, Europe the next day. Fingers crossed, finish with a bronze medal. and fly home Tuesday to sleep for the whole of November.
Will you make yourself available if the squad's going over to play France and Spain?
That'll be a question for Tom. If you would like to drop that hint to him, I'd appreciate it.
But if the opportunity was there, would you fancy going over?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You know, as much as I say I would love to rest for November, I am terrible at resting. The irony of someone who's paralysed not being able to sit still, you know. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? If I got the call up, I'd take it with both hands for sure.
And just going back to the women's game, were you surprised about the standard? Because again, it wasn't tokenism, and there's always a danger that, oh, you know, we're going to play our first women's game, we'll all be very nice, we'll all be very friendly. It was fierce, vicious, and it was damn good as well.
Absolutely, yeah. When the idea was kind of first floated, I was a bit concerned, you know, especially when it was like, oh, it'll be a curtain raiser and things like that with the juniors. Yeah, I had a little bit of unconscious bias and doubts, you know, but the standard and the work the women have put in behind the scenes to be in the best position to put on what the show we put on was outstanding. And yeah, I think the growth that they've had in just a small window of Future of England, you know, sessions. I think we've had 2 sessions, and then we had 3 sessions, sorry, before the game. So incredible to see the growth that they've had in such a short period of time.